Hi traders, this is Forex Nelson and I'm back doing another 2 trades. They're live trades. I was doing some news trading today for 8:30 in the morning, and today's date is June the 12th. I can pull up the news here. This is the news at 8:30 on Wednesday, June the 12th. It's Consumer Price Index month over month and the core Consumer Price Index month over month. I just know that this will move the market. Doesn't mean it's going to move a lot, but you can grab a few pips. And so it's equal here, and this one is negative, so that means we're going to sell the US dollar. Remember, if it's red, we're selling, and if it's like up here where it's green, we'll be buying it. And if it's just black, it just means not much of a change. So the market may not move very much. So let's go back to the charts and see what happened today. It was at 8:30. I traded it before, about 8 minutes before. You can see the time down here. I put in the trade. I analyzed the charts. I drilled down the lights, which is what you're supposed to do, all the way from the, from the daily 4 hours, all the lights. And my trigger system, which happens to be the one I'm using today, is the mega trigger. It's the one that I'm trading lately with. I have a lot of systems in the trigger family. Every time you see the word trigger, it's a system within the family of the trigger, of the PIP trigger. So anyhow, what I ended up doing 8 minutes before the news, right here, and the news came out right here, I bought it. I even put an arrow well in advance to buy right here. That was a trigger to buy, and then I had another trigger right here, just to let you know. That was a trigger. Actually, this was a trigger too. Trigger to get in. Then another trigger to get in. And of course, I waited until 5 or 10 minutes before the news. Just wanted to make sure that it was still going in my favor. So I took the trade right here, and I ended up with 15 pips here. That was very good. If I can get 10 to 20 pips on 2 trades, which is normally what I try to trade most often, is 2 at a time. And then of course that was the euro dollar for 15 pips. Euro dollar right here, 15 pips, $1,540. Then I did the pound dollar right here beside it. I also bought it. My system from the higher time frame was telling me, according to my trigger rules, to buy it. So this was a trigger here. Let's see, that was a trigger also. Let's move it over, make sure we've got it in the right spot. That's a trigger. And of course this is another trigger. Here's another one right here. So I ended up taking it. I was a little bit late to get in. Should have waited just a little bit more of a pullback, but sometimes you don't get the timing quite perfect. But as you can see, it only went 5 pips against me, so not a big deal. And I ended up here with 12 pips. So 12 pips down here, 1,210. And if you do the math, that's 27 pips for 27.50. I try to get 2 or 3 days a week trading as such, either news, and this is just as easy to trade even when there's no news. The market moves every day. The pound and the euro pairs. That's what I focus mostly on. And of course, as you can see down here at the bottom, I have a lot of charts open as I'm wrapping up some training videos for some new trigger systems that I'm putting together. Most people work 5 days a week to have a 2-day weekend off. I like to work 2 days a week so I can have a 5-day period off. And so keep in mind when you don't see trades up on the YouTube channel, it's just because I'm doing other things. And if I can get 2 to 3 days with over $2,000, I'm very happy with that. I don't like to overtrade too much. And how much money do you really need? And as you can see, I closed it out. No particular reason other than I'm happy with the totals, and I actually did not like this wick, and it was having a hard time to break the top here. So it could have easily broke the top and kept going, but the news was not strong enough to keep it going, and that is why I closed that one out. And the euro dollar, let's take a look at that. It's hitting a cluster here. Can actually put a line in here so you can see it. A cluster, and then I saw this wick, and so the next little bit of a push up, I said heck with that, close the trade and grab my whatever that was, 15 pips. I'm happy with that, and of course I'm happy with the total. And it's not even 9 a.m. so while most people have a day job 9 to 5, I'm finished trading before 9, but that's okay. I've been pretty busy talking to a few traders each day, and of course these training videos, every time I build a system, there's 30 videos plus extra bonus videos that I throw in, and it takes me on average 100 hours to complete that system. And of course, if you have my PIP trigger full package, like if you bought it off of me, certainly I'll make any of the new ones available for only $100. And as you can see right in here, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I do have completed the ultimate. Super triggers done, and I'm still working on, let's see what else I have here. The mega, by the way, is done, so there's 7, take away 3. I'm working on the other 4, they're not done yet. The pro trigger, the Heiken Ashi trigger, the awesome oscillator trigger, and this one, ABB. I really like this one. It's an advanced Bollinger Band. So for you traders out there who enjoy Bollinger Bands, this is a wonderful one. I'm still working on it. I can do a quick show on it. Works like a charm. It's very good actually. You know, and there's there's very specific rules, which I can't go into too much detail right now. You actually have to get it. This is one of the easiest ways to trade. Bollinger Bands is extremely easy as long as you know how to trade the Bollinger Bands. And it's an advanced one. What I mean by that is it has built-in alarms. All you got to do is turn it on. Very simple to do. Turn it on. You'll get pop-up alerts. This sound file, it'll say, when it hits the top here, right here, it'll say upper band, and the bottom one here, it'll say, when it hits the bottom here, right here, it'll say lower band. All you got to do is come to the computer, very simple, and then analyze the charts. Don't forget to drill down the lights, and if you happen to get in around here, look at that move, 23 pips. Easy pickings. Even if you took this one around here somewhere, that's great for scalping. It did one more pullback and eventually it went up for 24 pips. So anyhow, it's a slight plug for this advanced Bollinger Bands. I'll be starting to do some when it's completed. The videos will be ready. Then I'll start trading with it, and I'll show you actually how easy it is. So if your system is not producing as such, let's see what's happening here. I'm working on the mega trigger at the moment here. Another system that's super easy to trade with. I like the idea of an easy trigger. I might make another one. There's a particular reason why I'm building some of these systems, and if you get in contact with me, I can give you that information. And PIP Trigger full package, as you can see right here. If your system's not producing like my trigger, any one of my trigger systems, as this full package, I do give 12 versions of my PIP Trigger. If you do the math, that's only $20 a system, and they're all good. They work fantastic. And of course, this has well over 20 gigabytes of training, and you'll get an exact copy of the trigger system on your platform. If you don't know how to do it, I can do it. It only takes me 10 minutes to do. Quick and easy. Now there are 15 MT4 templates along with 21 custom indicators to drive all of these 12 systems. And don't forget there's 4 meters. I have my favorite. I'm sure you'll pick your favorite. Don't forget there's a lot of ways to trade here, and that's why I give 360 training videos with tons of tips and tricks, advanced trading tips on exactly how to trade many different ways using the 12 different versions of my PIP Trigger. And of course, once you master one, they'll all fall like dominoes, and you'll find success with all of them. But you have to keep getting training and education until the light bulb goes off. Looks like I did perfect timing, because if I would have, let me see, which one is this, the euro dollar. If you drag and drop that in, bring it back, look at that, that was winning 15 pips. If I walked away from the computer, I'd be losing 10 pips now. So you do have to have trade management in order. This is very important. So if your system is not producing like this, I suggest you get your hands on the PIP Trigger or any of my triggers. Just get in contact with me. You can pick up the phone and call me directly. Here's my cell number. You can also send me an email, and I do prefer Skype, and through Skype screen sharing I'll give you a free session. Yes, you heard me right, free session. It could run 45 minutes to an hour. That depends on how many questions you have. I can answer probably 99% of your questions, as I've been doing this for going on 15 years, and I have 45,000 hours of chart time, so I know how the charts are moving every day. And once you master that, trading becomes a piece of cake, as I like to call it. So here it is right here, simple and easy to do. You just click on this link right here, and it's right below the video. Just look right below the video and click on it. We'll have contact, and I can do the screen sharing for you. So time to wrap up this video. Apologize for it being about 13 minutes. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. So until the next trade, happy trading.